Hey everybody, Cinema Sickness here with a collection update for you today. And the reason why I didn't actually shoot a hunting video is because I wasn't really planning on buying very much. I only stopped at one store today. That was it. The only store I had planned on stopping at today. Really didn't think I'd be doing very much in the way of any hunting at all. I went into the store looking for one title. They didn't have it, but I actually ended up walking out of the store spending around $120. I bought a lot of stuff. It was one of those things where I just kept randomly just picking stuff up and finding all kinds of good deals. Like I said, went in the store for one title, and that was Season 3 of MASH. And the store I hit up was BJ's Wholesale. And as you guys saw, I just recently picked up Seasons 1 through 11 minus Season 3 of MASH. So I have almost the entire series, just missing one season, and I went in there looking for it. And sure enough, they had Seasons 1 through 11 minus 3. It was the only season they didn't have, so I don't know what's going on with Season 3. Apparently, it's just ridiculously hard for me to find. Hopefully, I'll find it soon for a good price. But unfortunately, my MASH collection still isn't complete. So, again, that's the only title I went in there looking for. Wasn't really seeing all that much. I didn't really think I was going to get much of anything. I did end up coming across 3 titles I figured I'd pick up. They were priced well, so I figured I'd grab them. Titles I have already seen at BJ's before. They're not new titles. Nothing new they got in. In fact, like I said, I was really bummed looking around because they didn't really have much in the way of anything new, and I thought that was kind of weird. Figure for Black Friday, maybe they would have gotten some new stuff in. Again, didn't see anything. The Blu-rays look the same. Their DVDs look the same. I was pretty bummed. Not even Christmas titles were the same Christmas titles that they've been having for months now, so I didn't really see anything all that good. I was pretty sad, but I did come across 3 titles that I wanted to pick up. Titles I wasn't necessarily dying to have, but I wanted to grab them. But luckily, as I was walking out and walking to the cash registers, I just, for whatever reason, happened to glance down this one aisle of what's usually just food, and I saw DVD and Blu-ray displays. Why they were not with the other DVDs and Blu-rays, I have no idea. That makes no sense to me. But sure enough, they had a few displays, and of course, had to go check them out. And that's where everything paid off. That's where I found some amazing finds for some great prices, and why I ended up spending around $120 in BJ's when all I wanted to do was look for one title that they didn't even have. So let's get right down to it. And the first thing we'll take a look at is the 3 titles that I bought off the regular display, 3 titles that they've already had in stock. I've looked at before. I've probably even shown you in videos before, but picked them up today. Got them for decent deals. So the first time I picked up here for $7.99, yes, $8, a little bit more than I wanted to pay for this, but it is half a season, so I figured I'd grab it, and that is Casper's Scare School Season 2, Volume 1. I do have the other Casper's Scare School release, and if I'm not mistaken, please tell me if I am, but it's kind of weird they released this because I believe the only other Casper's Scare School that they ever put out, with the exception of like the movie, was the first half of Season 1, that's it. They released the first half of Season 1. There's still 14 more episodes that have not been released. They skipped over them and went right to Season 2. I'm assuming they do that because this is on Cartoon Network. I think the first season wasn't aired on Cartoon Network. So, kind of odd. I don't know why they did that. I don't know what's up with that. Why did they skip over those 14 episodes and never release them? Again, if they've been released, please tell me. But from what I could see online, they have not yet been released. And that's pretty ridiculous. They really should release those first before they released a Season 2, Volume 1. But, like I said, I do have that release. Don't have the movie yet. Need to get around to buying that. But since they had this for a decent price, I figured I'd pick it up. And like I said, I do have the first release, so why not get the second release, even though they skipped over 14 episodes? Ridiculous. But still had to grab it. I do enjoy the series, so I figured for $8, it was a good find. Then the other 2 titles I picked up, these are both from the same series. It's Season 1 and Season 2. This is a show I have shown you before at BJ's. I mentioned that I wanted it, but passed it up. That is until I did a little bit more research and found out these were the only 2 seasons ever released. And like I've been saying, I don't really want to pick up... I don't want to start any new series, really, unless I find them for a really good price, because I have so many series in my collection already that I need to complete, that I just, I kind of want to hold off a little bit and not necessarily jump in the new series that I need to start, finishing off. Something that has like 10 seasons that I need to get around to buying all of them. Maybe I'll buy like Season 1. Now I got to get the other 9 seasons, but I still have other stuff I need to finish off. So that's kind of why I'm not really buying or getting into new series right now, unless I come across them for a really good price. But like I said, these are the only 2 seasons of this show ever released. So basically I have the complete collection as of right now, as of what's been released. So I figured for $9.99 a piece, what the hell, I'd pick these up. It's a show I definitely like, a show I used to watch when I was a kid. So I had to grab them. That was the complete first and second seasons of Bosom Buddies. I really do enjoy this show. Like I said, it was a show I used to watch when I was a kid. I never watched it like religiously or anything. I only caught a few episodes here and there, but I remember watching it. I remember enjoying it. I haven't seen a single episode of this since I was a little kid, so definitely wanted to pick these up. These have been on my wish list for some time now, and very happy to finally get them. And like I said, the only 2 seasons of this show ever released. They, who was this? Guess it was Paramount. Paramount, for whatever reason, stopped releasing the episodes after, or start releasing the seasons after season 2. I don't really get that, but that's just how it is. So I had to grab these. Very cool. I'm sure eventually, maybe in time, they'll start releasing the rest of the seasons. I don't know. But for now, since these are the only 2 seasons out there, figured I'd grab and pick them up. And like I said, $9.99 a piece, $10 for each of these. Seemed like a good deal. Alright, so now onto the really, really good stuff. This is the stuff I found on those displays. Like I said, there was a Blu-ray display and a DVD display. Actually, about 4 of them. Unfortunately, as far as Blu-rays were concerned, no Blu-rays I wanted to pick up. I wasn't impressed with any of them. They had some like double feature sets, but they were stuff I either already had or didn't want. It was basically just all stuff I've seen cheap before, and I've bought everything that I've wanted to get out of those cheap movies. So I didn't need to buy any Blu-rays, but they did have some great DVDs that I wanted to pick up, mostly all sets. But the first title here I picked up, this was not a set. This is a single title, and it's something I definitely want to check out. Paid $5.99 for this, so $1 more than I would usually pay, but that's okay because this is absolutely awesome. I cannot wait to check this out. This is going to be one of those titles I'm going to watch right after my Merry Movie Marathon. Once the holiday season's over, I'm diving into this one, and that is Necessary Evil Supervillains of DC Comics. That is awesome. This is going to be a really, really good documentary. I have no doubt I'm going to love the hell out of this. Love comic book characters, heroes, supervillains, I don't care. Love them all, and this is going to be great. Oh, the Joker there, just fantastic. Can't wait to see this. The Joker, Lex Luthor, Catwoman, Doomsday, Bane, mentions on the back. This is just going to be a great watch. I have no doubt. And it is, see, there's a time here, 99 minutes, so a little over an hour and a half long, and that's great. This is going to be a fantastic documentary. Haven't really heard anything about it, haven't read any reviews, but I can't imagine this will suck. This has got to be great. I've seen many comic book documentaries. I own many comic book documentaries. Every one's been fantastic. Like I said, I have no doubt this one will be good as well. And for $6, seemed like a fantastic deal. Would have been cool to get the Blu-ray release, but I'm fine with this on DVD. It's not something I need to have on Blu-ray. So the DVD copy for only $6, definitely had to grab that. So now on to the box sets, and this is where things really got good. I'm thinking maybe only 3 displays. I think there was one display of just single DVDs that had stuff like this in it. There was another display of Blu-rays that had like some double feature sets in it. And then there was another display that had a whole boatload of box sets, all $14.99 a piece. So $15 box sets and some really, really good stuff. So let's dive into these. There's a lot here, guys. This is really cool, and this is where the bulk of my money went. First thing I picked up was the Ronald Reagan, the Signature Collection. That is awesome. This comes with King's Row, The Hasty Heart, Storm Warning, The Winning Team, and Newt Rockney All-American. Just fantastic. You know, see what you will about Ronald Reagan, and I'm not going to get into politics right now. Good president, bad president, whatever you think, I don't really care. I always thought it was kind of cool the guy was an actor first. I was like, it's an actor president. That's kind of cool. I mean, it kind of says some things about the presidency, but again, we're not going to get into politics right now. But I always just thought it was kind of cool the guy was an actor. I just thought that was really neat. And I've not really seen much in the way of Ronald Reagan movies. I think I've seen like a Ronald Reagan movie. I don't even remember if it was one of these. I honestly don't even remember which one I've seen. I know I've seen one. I can't for the life of me think of what movie it is off the top of my head. I'm sure if it's one of these and I watch it, I'll obviously remember which one it was, but still really cool to get this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 titles for $15. That is a great deal. Definitely had to pick this up, and I cannot wait to check these out. Because like I said, haven't really seen much in the way of Ronald Reagan films, and I really want to get into them. So, very cool. And he, like, always just looked old. I mean, I don't think Ronald Reagan ever looked young. He probably came out of the womb looking like an old man. I mean, even there, he just looks old. I don't know. So anyway, Ronald Reagan collection, that's great. Then I picked up another Signature Collection with the James Cagney, the Signature Collection. James Cagney's great. I'm a big fan of his movies. It's fun to watch his movies because in my head, James Cagney is always from Public Enemy. he's always a gangster. I can't picture him as anything else but a gangster. So it's really weird to see him in movies like singing and dancing. It just always throws me because I'm just picturing this gangster singing and dancing. I have a hard time seeing him as anybody else. Even though I have seen him in other movies, not playing gangster roles, I just always picture him as just that mean, tough gangster. So it's going to be interesting watching some of these titles. I think I've seen like one of these. We had The Bride Came COD, Captains of the Clouds, The Fighting 69, Torrid Zone, and The West Point Story. So very cool. Again, $15 for this for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 titles. Another fantastic deal. Love these signature collections. I have like 3 other ones of these in my collection. They're great sets, and they're usually pretty cheap at places like BJ's and Costco. So great pickup right here. Now this isn't a signature collection, although it looks very similar to a signature collection, and that is Frank Sinatra, The Early Years. As you can see, it looks very, very similar. It's not a signature collection release, but it's very, very similar. This comes with a bunch of great titles here. These are all like Frank Sinatra collection releases. It comes with Double Dynamite, Higher and Higher, It Happened in Brooklyn, The Kissing Bandit, and Step Lively. Love Frank Sinatra. He's a great singer. I think he's a pretty good actor. I mean, hit or miss sometimes, but still a pretty good actor. I love watching his movies. Again, I'm a big fan of him singing. He sings in everything I've ever seen him in. He's a great, great singer, as we all know. So definitely love watching his films. Like I said, I think I've seen like one of these or so. Yeah, I think I've seen maybe like one of these. Again, I don't know. I'm sure once I watch them, I'll remember what I've seen and what I haven't seen. But just fantastic. For $15 for another 5 titles, you just can't go wrong there. So this is a great pickup as well. Then this is really cool as well. I was pretty excited to pick this one up. This here actually has 2 volumes. This is the first volume. There's a volume 2. Unfortunately, they didn't have the volume 2. So hopefully I'll come across that at some point. But for now, volume 1 works for me. And that is the Busby Berkeley Collection. Very awesome. These are going to be great films. I've seen one of these, I believe. I've seen the first one. This comes with 42nd Street, Gold Diggers, 1933, Bootleg Parade, Dames, Gold Diggers, 1935, then a documentary, the Busby Berkeley bonus disc, which I think is a really funny, I mean, it really says that. The Busby Berkeley disc. That is actually the name of this documentary. But regardless, that's awesome. I just love classic musicals. Big fan of them. I didn't say, I said this before, after horror, I think musicals are my second favorite genre of film. I love them. There's something about musicals. It's all the singing and dancing, the big numbers, something about it I just love. So I can't get enough of musicals, and this is going to be just another great watch. Like I said, I really hope to get Volume 2 at some point, but for now, Volume 1 works for me. Like I said, I've seen 42nd Street. It's been a long time since I've seen it, though, but I have seen it. The rest of these I have not seen. So a great pickup, another $15 for 6 titles this time if you count the bonus documentary, and I'd say for 15 bucks, that is a steal. And the last title I picked up, this is the best. I've definitely saved the best for last. This is something I've wanted to get in my collection for some time now. I did already have 2 of the releases that come in this, but I didn't have the other ones. And for 15 bucks, this is a fantastic deal. This is worth going out to if you have a BJ's nearby and you're a member. In fact, even if you're not a member, you can just get like one of those like they have like this thing where you can go in like it's like a trial membership. I think it's free or whatever, and I'd recommend just doing that just to pick this up alone. And that is the Val Lewton Horror Collection. That is awesome. This actually comes with the bonus disc. There were 2 releases. There was a regular release of this, and there was a bonus release, which came with a bonus disc, and that's what this one is. So you're getting an extra disc with this one. This comes with all these great releases right here. Like I said, I already had 2 of these, but I didn't have all of them. We have Cat People and the Curse of the Cat People. Didn't have that one yet. Then we have I Walked with a Zombie and Body Snatcher. This one I did have. Body Snatcher is such a fantastic film. I absolutely love that movie. It's probably one of my favorite Boris Karloff films. Just a great movie. Then we have Isle of the Dead and Bedlam. Already had this one as well. The Leper Man and the Ghost Ship. I did not have this one. And The Seventh Victim and Shadow. Shadows in the Dark, The Val Lewton Legacy. So this actually comes with 1 movie and a documentary, and I did not have this one yet either. So what's really cool about this set is it actually comes with a second documentary. So not only do you get the documentary that's right here, but you also get the Val Lewton, The Man in the Shadows documentary, which is presented by Martin Scorsese. So that's really cool. So 2 documentaries in this one set. If you're a nerd like me and you absolutely love documentaries, this is going to be something you're really going to enjoy. I love the fact that I now get to watch not only a bunch of great movies, because the Val Lewin movies are fantastic. I loved everyone I've seen thus far. I've only seen 4 of them, but I loved all of them. Again, especially Body Snatcher. That's such a great movie. But not only do I get to watch a bunch of great movies now, but I get to watch 2 documentaries. And I'm a nerd, love watching documentaries. Just a huge, huge fan of documentaries, especially when it comes to documentaries about actors or directors or writers or anything like movie related, especially when it comes to horror. So this is going to be a great watch. I'm very excited to watch all these movies and both documentaries. So a great pickup. $15 for this. Again, definitely worth heading up to BJ's. If you're a member, go out there right now. Try to hunt this one down. Pick it up. It's definitely worth it. The other ones, all the other box sets, grab them as well. They're great. But this one, worth the trip alone. And if you're not already a member, just do one of their little free trial membership things and then pick this one up. You won't regret it. So great find, $15. Like I said, I already had 2 of these releases, but $15 was worth paying, worth the money for the rest of the releases. So great, great set. So there you go, guys. It's everything I picked up today. Like I said, I didn't really shoot a hunting video because I had no plans on really doing much other than looking to see if they had Season 3 of MASH. And I ended up walking out of the store spending over $100, around $120 after tax. So spent a lot of money, but certainly worth it. And even, had I seen these earlier, maybe I would have shot a hunting video, but it was just kind of as I was walking out, I saw them and just quickly grabbed them all. So, sort of why I didn't shoot anything. So I do apologize for not shooting a hunting video. Probably could have shot a whole hunting video in BJ's alone with all the stuff I found. So, sorry about that. But if you have a BJ's nearby, head out there. Some great, great deals going on right now. I'm assuming they were Black Friday deals. I'm assuming they got all these titles in for Black Friday. I guess. I don't know. I didn't go in there during Black Friday. Probably should have. But, again, great deals going on. Fantastic box sets for $14.99 a piece. $15. You really can't beat that. It's some great deals, especially for this one alone. So there you go, guys. That's it for this collection update. Like I always say, if you like this video, please give me a like. If you're not already subbed, please do. And if you're not already over at cinemasickthis.com, head on over there, click on the shop tab, purchase a button or a sticker. I'd really appreciate it. So that's it, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.